Good morning from Tirana. We just had breakfast at Sophie Caffe. It was good.
We got a croissant and a cappuccino for 200 lek. 200 lek is about $2 US.
Yum, yum, yum. It's exciting here and cold.
Today it is
-1.
Oh my God. We're gonna be wearing our hats and gloves today, scarves. We got our full get-ups on.
We're about to walk over to Skanderbeg Square, where we're gonna meet up with a walking tour.
We love doing walking tours, especially when we first get to a place, because it really gives you a lay of the land.
We'll learn the names of stuff.
We're here in Skanderbeg Square. We're going to meet the group for the walking tour over by the Opera House here.
We learned a lot from our guide Ghazi. He is a local Albanian guy from Tirana. It was really cool to hear a first-hand account about the wild history of Albania.
It was just really such a local perspective of things he personally experienced growing up during communism and then the end of communism.
We got to learn a lot about Tirana and about Albanian history in a very short period of time. He started the whole thing off saying, I'll tell you 4,000 years of history in 2 minutes. And he did.
Ghazi was such a fantastic guide, and he had so many stories to tell us, so much information and so much history told in a really fun and captivating way.
There's St. Paul taking a selfie.
It was interesting to find out how important Mother Teresa is in Albania because her family is of Albanian descent.
There were 5 of us on the walking tour, plus Ghazi, our guide.
At the end of the walking tour, all 5 of us, because we're all best friends now, we decided to go up the Dajti Ekspres, which takes you to the top of a mountain.
The Dajti Ekspres cable car is the longest cable car in the Balkans, and it seriously was long. It took us about 20 minutes each direction.
We got to the top of the mountain and we were all really hungry from all the walking. So we went to the restaurant right outside of the cable car and had a lovely meal.
Such good company, amazing food. I was really impressed, and the prices were not very high considering that you're on the top of a mountain and they could charge you whatever they want up there. And the views from the restaurant were unbelievable. There were panoramic windows stretching all the way across the restaurant, so you could see out towards the mountains, and you can even see the ocean from there and all of Tirana. I couldn't recommend this walking tour more. They have 2 tours a day, every day of the week, either 10 a.m. or 2 p.m.
And it's free. It's all donation based. It's definitely worth the time and whatever money you can donate. Good morning from Tirana, Albania.
It's our second day here in the city.
And my hair is looking great.
Oh yeah.
We're about to head in for some lunch at Juvenilja, which I'm pronouncing correctly. Our friend Nicole recommended it, so we are excited to give it a shot. Lunch was amazing.
So good. Such a good recommendation.
I had some chicken, and Jen had the meatballs, and we had a Caesar salad, and fakakta bread. We had a lot of food.
We had 2 cappuccinos.
Oh yeah.
And we got a bottle of sparkling water, and the total came out to 2,250 lek, which is about $22 US. We're going to head to some museums today.
Learning!
Yay!
Knowledge!
We're walking through the Ballkoni neighborhood, which is one of the more trendy neighborhoods of Tirana.
A lot of cool, hip, young, trendy folks like us. Very young, very hip, very trendy. There are a lot of cafes in the city. We are standing outside the residence of Enver Hoxha. He's not home right now because he's been dead for 37 years. He was the communist dictator of Albania from 41 to 85. Hoxha's residence is still maintained to this day. They turn the lights on to make sure everything still works, and there are talks to turn his former residence into a cultural center to fill it with all the things he would hate, like free speech, art, and debate.
This is the Prime Minister's office, and this is a House of Parliament. This is Ismail Qemali.
We're here inside this beautiful green park in the center of the city.
I'm standing next to one of the remaining bunkers from the period of Enver Hoxha's communist reign. There were over 170,000 bunkers all throughout Albania during that time period, and most of them still remain to this day. This one connects to another bunker that is in the park down this direction. There's also a piece of the Berlin Wall inside the park, and a statue depicting the pieces of a mine where dissidents were held.
This is the Pyramid of Tirana. It was built in 1988. It began its life as a museum, and then after the fall of communism, it became a conference center. For the past 10 years, it has been abandoned, and now it is being turned into an IT center for Albanian youths to learn more about IT. We got cafe lattes at City Art.
This Ottoman era wall is all that remains of the Tirana Castle. Inside now there are shops and restaurants, and it's been recently renovated in the past few years. It's a great place to go for a meal or just to walk through.
This is Tirana's walking street, a beautiful place to take a stroll. You like to walk the street? Doesn't walk.
We just spotted this movie theater off the walking street. Maybe we can see Spider-Man.
This is the Bej Mosque. It survived communism times, unlike most of the churches and mosques, due to its cultural relevance. It's beautifully painted on the inside and the outside. You're allowed to go inside as long as you are respectful of the people praying on the inside. You got to take your shoes off and you got to follow the rules. This clock tower was built in 1822. It is 35 meters tall, and there are 90 steps that take you to the top in a spiral staircase to give you a look over Skanderbeg Square.
There is so much more to Albanian history than just the communist times. There's a really rich and long history from before that. So when you go to the museum, you'll learn a lot more about the history of Albania. You'll learn a lot more about the different rulers who have occupied this land over the years.
Give yourself about an hour to go through the museum. It's full of a lot of very interesting artifacts. It costs 500 lek. The museum is closed on Mondays and it closes at 4.
This is a statue of Skanderbeg here in Skanderbeg Square. He fought off the Ottoman Empire for 25 years, which is why he is considered a famous Albanian hero. There are about 10 buildings under construction right now all around Skanderbeg Square. So the square itself is very historic, and then you have modern Albania being built all around it. The tiles in Skanderbeg Square are from different regions of Albania. In the center you can see the names of the tiles, and then you can find your region if you're from here.
Bunk'Art 2 Museum is located in the center of Tirana, just a few minutes walk from Skanderbeg Square. The museum reconstructs the history of the Albanian Ministry of Internal Affairs from 1912 to 1991 and reveals the secrets of the Sigurimi, who were the political police that were used by the communist dictator Enver Hoxha. There's also a Bunk'Art 1 museum, which is located close to the Dajti Ekspres, where the cable car goes up the mountain. Unfortunately, it was closed the day we were there.
We ordered the baked meat with cheese. It smells really good.
We asked the waitress what the good food was here, the good local food. She recommended this dish.
Did we order the red peppers with cheese in them?
I think we did.
Hell yeah.
And we ordered some local beers.
It's a big pepper.
So cool. Along the walking street, there's a treble clef, and then the street is designed to look like sheet music, and all the potted plants are the notes.
After seeing Spider-Man, we went to buy local Albanian SIM cards.
We got our phone cards sorted at one. It was a lot of data for not a lot of money.
That was like 1,500 lei, the package that we chose. It gives us 40 gigs of data over 60 days. We also get calls and text messages for local numbers. 1,500 lek is about $15 US, and that was for each of us, so 30 total.
Hot damn.
All sorted, super easy, super fast.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have loved our time here in Tirana. We've seen a lot of stuff. We've had a lot of adventures. We saw Spider-Man.
We're going to take a taxi to the bus station right now. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and we have a lot of big bags, so we don't want to take up space on the buses when people are commuting to work.
We don't have bus tickets yet, but we'll get to the station and figure this out. We'll take you along with us, and hopefully you can figure it out. Bloop!
Thank you. Come on. Can you have a photo? Can we have a photo of the whole, all of us?